up, ladies and gentlemen? Allow me to grab just this little opportunity and deliver my warm greetings to you, my fellow brothers and lovely sisters. Not forgetting you, my noble, adorable parents. I say warm greetings. And to you all, my name is Significance, but you can simply call me Mate or Mason. Whatever dehydrated born. I just want to ask you a simple question. Did you know that Nelson Mandela used to be my younger brother before he became your president or my president or our president? Nelson Mandela used to be my younger brother before he became your president, my president, our president. I will break it even further so that you could understand it better. For I want you to understand this much better. You know what happened? I remember, okay, before I could make you understand even better, let me tell you the story of me and Nelson Mandela. But I will start by telling you the story of Nelson Mandela, my younger brother. I remember in 19 something, yeah, it was in 19 something. I don't remember well because something happened. I will tell you what happens. That's why I forgot that it was in 19 what, okay. But I will, as I'm telling you the story of Nelson Mandela, maybe I will remember along the way. You know, I remember in 19 something when white people came into South Africa to introduce a mirror to us as black people. You know, as black people, we didn't know mirror. That is why as black people, we didn't know that how much ugly are we. Up until the white people came into South Africa to introduce a mirror to us as black people. I remember I will tell you the story of Nelson Mandela. I remember in 19 something when Robert Mugabe, if you didn't know, Robert Mugabe was never born in Zimbabwe. Robert Mugabe was born in South Africa. Actually, there was a mistake that actually happened. Yeah, actually there's a mistake that occurred. Robert Mugabe, I will remember his real name. Yeah, Robert Mugabe, his real name is what is the name of your president now? Oh, Robert Mugabe's name was Cyril, and then his name was Maposa. So Robert Mugabe was Cyril Ramaphosa, and then Cyril Ramaphosa was Robert Mugabe. Actually, Robert Mugabe is Cyril Ramaphosa, or I may say Robert Mugabe was Cyril Ramaphosa because now he passed away. Okay, so Cyril Ramaphosa, because he's now still alive. Cyril Ramaphosa is Robert Mugabe. Actually, Cyril Ramaphosa was supposed to be a Zimbabwean president. Was supposed to be a president in Zimbabwe. If you didn't know that, if you think I'm lying, okay, ask me. I will tell you that I'm not lying. For I'm telling the truth, nothing but the truth. Just like you see, my former president, what's his name? Thabo Mbeki or Thabo Mbeki, something like that. Yeah, him and John Gunn, they're confusing me. Sometimes I fail to understand which one is Thabo Mbeki, which one is John Gunn. But anyway, let me just tell you nothing but the truth. Okay, in 19 something, I'm going back to Nelson Mandela story. In that 19 something, I was telling you about white people came into South Africa to introduce a mirror to us as black people. They took their mirror and put it in the middle of a yard. My younger brother used to drink something called umboti. Yes, so he was drinking umboti, and I wasn't drinking umboti. I was a pastor by then. I was a pastor, I still remember. I used to tell him, Nelson, stop drinking umboti. Since you want people to respect you. He grew up as a person who always wanted to be respected. That's why even now, during his absence, we still respect him. I will tell you what happened. Nelson Mandela, my president, and he stopped being my younger brother. Okay, I will bring it in. I will bring it even further so that you could understand better. Okay, so they put their mirror in the middle of the yard, and then they called Nelson Mandela. Nelson, can you please come closer to the mirror? Nelson Mandela indeed went closer to the mirror, and then the white people meant to ask Nelson Mandela, my younger brother, a question. Nelson, can you please tell us about the person you see through the mirror? And Nelson Mandela adjusted himself as he looked, as he faced the mirror, and then he saw He saw his reflection, but unfortunately we didn't know that that was Nelson Mandela's reflection. And then even Mandela himself, he didn't notice that it was his reflection, it was his image. And then he went like, I have nothing to say about this old Mandela of yours. The only thing that I can say is that he has no respect. He has no manners at all. I am talking. He is also talking. Then I said, okay, Nelson, you can get back now, you can get back now, you can get back now. And then Nelson Mandela, okay, I did exactly what the white people ordered him to do. Actually, what the white people requested him to do. Because Nelson Mandela, he never liked to be ordered. You must always make sure that you request. Can you please, Nelson Mandela, get back? Back. And then they called Robert Mugabe, who used to be Cyril Ramaphosa, but just because you do not know that, okay, let me just call him Robert Mugabe. And then Robert Mugabe went closer to the mirror, and then they meant to ask him a question, the same question that they asked Nelson Mandela, your former president, or I may say your president, okay. And then they meant to ask him the same question. And then Robert Mugabe laughed loud out. Like, he laughed like nobody's business. I still remember that day. Remember, they were younger than me by that time. I was there sitting by the corner watching them. I was laughing and then Robert Mugabe laughed loud out, man. And then I got puzzled. I became curious. I started asking myself, why is he laughing? What is he laughing at? And then the white people also got puzzled. They wanted to know why Robert Mugabe was laughing. They stopped him. Hey, can you please stop laughing and tell us why you're laughing? Indeed, Robert Mugabe told them why he was laughing. Oh, I'm laughing at this guy of yours I see through this mirror of yours. It's like he was a baboon before. I was like, wow, he was. But anyway, so I want to tell you what happened now. Okay, let me just try to continue with this. The reason why Nelson Mandela invited white people to stay in our country. Forgive me if I'm putting it in a wrong way. And then Nelson Mandela, okay, they put remember, we didn't know anything about mirror. They put since it was our first time seeing a mirror that day. Winnie passed by, and Nelson Mandela saw Winnie passing by, and he saw Winnie through the mirror, but he didn't look back. He saw Winnie passing by, and he saw Winnie through the mirror. I don't know if you do understand it. If you don't understand it, just call me. I will try to break it even further so that you could understand it even more. So, as Nelson Mandela saw Winnie passing by through the mirror, he got puzzled, of course. He became curious. He started asking himself, what is going to happen? We sat there. I was sitting by the corner. I wanted to see how is he going to react. Of course, he did react. You know, Nelson Mandela always react. Nelson Mandela hated corruption, and then Nelson Mandela hated actually Nelson Mandela just hated bad things. And then the white people wanted to do a bad thing by taking their mirrors back. They wanted to go back to their country, and then they packed their mirrors. And then Nelson Mandela said, "Hey, stop it! You cannot take that mirror with you anymore. The reason why you cannot take this mirror with you you cannot take this mirror anymore, it's because my Winnie, it is now inside the mirror. So it is either you leave the mirror or we protest." And then the white people said, "No, okay. You don't have to protest, Mr. Nelson Mandela. The only thing that we can do, we can make a deal. We can have a deal." What is that deal? The deal that we are talking about is this. We give you the mirror so that you can easily have your Winnie that you saw passing by through the mirror. Yes, replied Nelson Mandela. We give you the mirror together with your Winnie, and then we stay in your country. And then Nelson Mandela kept quiet, and I said, "Noted." After a few months, few years, and then Nelson Mandela said, "I have fought against black domination. I have fought against white domination. I remember. So, since from that day, you people think Nelson Mandela was arrested and he was taken to Robben Island. Nelson Mandela was never been arrested and taken to Robben Island. No. That's where the confusion started. That's where people became confused. Nelson Mandela was not Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was Joseph Malapo. His real name was Joseph. His real surname was Malapo. Nelson Mandela was Joseph Malapo, and my real name was Marawai Malapo. That's why I say that's where the confusion started. Okay, it's fine. People thought maybe Nelson Mandela was arrested and taken to Robben Island. He never been in Robben Island. Ask yourself, how come Nelson Mandela did not speak his mother's tongue, but instead spoke someone's mother's tongue? It was very rare to find Nelson Mandela speaking Xhosa, because he was never Xhosa. He was a baby. His mother's tongue was a baby. He was speaking English because he just wanted to confuse you people. He didn't want you to know that his real name was Joseph Malapo. The time you say you were busy saying, hey, Nelson Mandela is busy fighting for our rights, he's in Robben Island. No. Let me tell you the truth. I was in Robben Island. I was the one who was arrested. And before I got arrested, let me tell you what happened. That's where the confusion again started. I was older than Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was younger than me. And then I was dating this girl from Limpopo. And I never knew, and actually I never asked her a very, very important question. You know, when you date, before you date a girl from Limpopo, you have to make sure that you ask this question. It's very important to ask her, who are lawyer now? Unfortunately, I didn't ask her that question. And then the girl I dated, she was bloody damn cheater. She was cheating on me. She never respected me. Remember, I just told you that I was supposed to be your president. I'm the one who loved to be respected all the time. But Nelson Mandela, I'm sorry to confuse you. If I'm confusing you, I'm sorry. I will try to break it even further so that you could understand even better. Okay? So, okay, we dated, I and that girl, even though I did not ask her if who are lawyer now. You see? So we dated. She was chasing on me until I never until I never liked it. And then I said, no, you know, it is better we break up, you and I, because you are cheating on me so bad, and I'm feeling pain inside, piercing pain. You see? So she said to me, no, it is not over until I say so. And I was like, Nelson, did you just hear what he just said? Then Nelson Mandela, that's where he's so winning. Okay. No, actually, I'm complicating the story. Okay, it's fine. Let me just leave Nelson Mandela's story. Let me just focus on me now. I just want you to, like I told you before, that I will break it even further so that you could understand better. Okay, so that girl, I still remember. I called her. I told her to wait for me by the corner. And then, okay, indeed, she went to that corner we used to stand, and then she waited for me. I came, I saw her from a distance. Oh, there she is, waiting for me by the corner. I arrived to her. That's where I wanted to tell her that, you know what, it's over. I don't want to love you anymore. I just want to stop today. Loving you is I was angry, man. And then I waited until I became calm. I calmed myself, and then I told her like a gentleman, you know, man. And then I told her that, you know what, you and I, man, we never meant for each other, you know. So I think it is better if we end this relationship. And then she said, what did you just say? What did you just say? And I was like, wow. So are we going to fight just because I want to break up with you? Of course, I don't love you anymore. It's over. she turned herself into a very big snake, man. A very, very, very scary snake. A very big one. She swallowed me, man. She swallowed me. And then from there, don't think I'm lying to you. I told you that I will break it even further so that you can understand better. And then after she swallowed me, she transformed into a human being. And as she transformed into a human being, wow, she was pregnant. She was pregnant of me. Can you imagine? After a few months, she gave birth to me again. I was born again. That's why you used to hear people, those Zolani people are confused. They don't know anything about born again. I'm the one who was born again. That girl swallowed me and transformed into a human being. So confusing. And she was pregnant. After a few months, she gave birth to me. I was born again. And you know what happened? That's where the confusion started. That's where I stopped being Nelson Mandela's brother. Because after the girl swallowed me and gave birth to me again, she dated another man. As she dated another man, she claimed that when you used to hear people saying, "Ay, bama pesa jazz, bama pesa jazz." It's me like I damn meet my father. Bama pesa jazz. Okay, fine. So he thinks he is my father. I think he is my father too. So that girl told that man that, no, you are the one who impregnated me. And then the man rejoiced. He was he was all over. He was all that excited that he impregnated a girl, because it's been a while he wanted to impregnate a girl. And sure, it happened, even though it wasn't for real. She swallowed me, man. I'm not a child of sex. I was swallowed by a snake, and the snake transformed into a human being. That's where they gave birth to me. I was born again. As a child. Teethless. Nelson Mandela became my older brother. But because that girl swallowed me and claimed that she was pregnant and impregnated by
poverty provided purulent wound with putrefaction blood. Rage, rain, rave when lightnings reflect. Refreshment comes when rain settled. If the clouds cover the sun, soul won't get dry fast like as usual. Every time when the sun goes behind the mountain, waterfall formed beneath my eyelashes, running through my cheek like a fox chasing fragrance of fuel. Fear assails me like a soldier, thunder in the storm beneath my left hand breast. Hope drowns deep down like a bow that kills so many people in an ancient days. Where is the real ANC? ANC.
My Buye Africa, my Buye. My Buye Africa, my Buye.
African national corruption is not what I've been told about. African non-compassion is not what I've been told about. African National Congress is failed to conquer nowadays. Fathers become husbands to their daughters, daughters become an apex. Women are running away from their men, men are running away from their women and children. Wrong choices begin. My Buye
Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye.
My Buye Africa, my Buye. My Buye Africa, my Buye.
Gold gold diggers. You'll have to stop digging gold and start digging the good old times, the good old Africa.